Hi there, welcome back to Still Waters ASMR. Today we are doing the last reading from week 2 of the Bible course by the Bible Society. It's a course that kind of gives a bit of an overview of the Bible. I apologise right now that any noise coming from next door. They've been banging around. I'm just having to record what I can when I can. So we're now on day 6, and we've taken a jump from Exodus now to Numbers. This Bible study gives like an overarching view of the whole of the Bible, picking key scriptures along the way. It's not meant to try and read the whole Bible. We'd be here for months if I tried to do that. Or years. So today's reading is from Numbers 13, verse 1 to 33, and then Numbers 14, 1 to 9. It says, grapes, giants, decisions, brink of the promised land. So as always, I'll be reading it in 3 different versions, starting with the King James Version. So it's the whole of chapter 13 and then the beginning of chapter 14. So it's a bit of a longer reading than last week's. The Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Send thou men, that they may search the land of Canaan, which I give unto the children of Israel. Of every tribe of their fathers shall ye send a man, every one a ruler among them. And Moses, by the commandment of the Lord, sent them from the wilderness of Paran. All those men were heads of the children of Israel. And these were their names: of the tribe of Reuben, Shammua the son of Zachar; of the tribe of Simeon, Shaphat the son of Hori; of the tribe of Judah, Caleb the son of Jephunneh; of the tribe of Issachar, Igal the son of Joseph; of the tribe of Ephraim, Hoshea the son of Nun; of the tribe of Benjamin, Palti the son of Raphu; of the tribe of Zebulun, Gadiel the son of Sodi; of the tribe of Joseph, namely of the tribe of Manasseh, Gadi the son of Susi; of the tribe of Dan, Amiel the son of Gemali; of the tribe of Asher, Sethar the son of Michael; of the tribe of Naphtali, Nabi the son of Vophsbi; of the tribe of Gad, Geuel the son of Maki. These are the names of the men which Moses sent to spy out the land. And Moses called Hoshea the son of Nun, Jehoshua. I apologise now for my terrible pronunciation of these names. And Moses sent them to spy out the land of Canaan, and said unto them, Get you up this way southward, and go up into the mountain, and see the land what it is, and the people that dwelleth therein, whether they be strong or weak, few or many, and what the land is that they may dwell in, whether it be good or bad, and what cities they be that they dwell in, and whether in tents or in strongholds, and what the land is, whether it be fat or lean, whether there be wood therein or not, and be ye of good courage, and bring of the fruit of the land. Now the time was the time of the first ripe grapes. So they went up and searched the land from the wilderness of Zin unto Rehob, as men came to Hamath. And they descended by the south and came into Hebron, where Ahiman, Sheshai, and Talmai, the children of Anak, were. Now Hebron was built 7 years before Zoan in Egypt. And they came unto the brook of Eshcol, and cut down from thence a branch with 1 cluster of grapes, and there bare it between 2 upon a staff. And they brought of the pomegranates and of the figs. The place was called the brook of Eshcol because of the cluster of grapes which the children of Israel cut down from thence. And they returned from searching of the land after 40 days. And they went and came to Moses and to Aaron and to all the congregation of the children of Israel unto the wilderness of Paran to Kadesh, and brought back word unto them and unto all the congregation, and showed them the fruit of the land. They told him and said, We came unto the land whither thou sentest us, and surely it floweth with milk and honey, and this is the fruit of it. Nevertheless, the people be strong that dwell in the land, and the cities are walled and very great. Moreover, we saw the children of Anak there. The Amalekites dwell in the land of the south, and the Hittites and Jebusites and the Amorites dwell in the mountains, and the Canaanites dwell by the sea and by the coast of Jordan. And Caleb stilled the people before Moses and said, Let us go up at once and possess it, for we are well able to overcome it. But the men that went up with him said, We be not able to go up against the people, for they are stronger than we. And they brought up an evil report of the land which they had searched unto the children of Israel, saying, The land through which we have gone to search, it is a land that eateth up the inhabitants thereof, and all the people that we saw in it are men of a great stature. And there we saw the giants, the sons of Anak, which come of the giants, and we were in our own sight as grasshoppers, and so we were in their sight. And all the congregation lifted up their voice and cried, and the people wept that night. And all the children of Israel murmured against Moses and against Aaron. And the whole congregation said unto them, Would God that we had died in the land of Egypt, or would God we had died in this wilderness? And wherefore hath the Lord brought us unto this land, to fall by the sword, that our wives and our children should be prey? Were it not better for us to return into Egypt? And they said one to another, Let us make a captain, and let us return into Egypt. Then Moses and Aaron fell on their faces before all the assembly of the congregation of the children of Israel. And Joshua the son of Nun, and Caleb the son of Jephunneh, which were of them that searched the land, rent their clothes, and they spake unto all the community of the children of Israel, saying, The land which we passed through to search it is an exceedingly good land. If the Lord delight in us, then he will bring us into this land and give it us, a land that floweth with milk and honey. Only rebel not ye against the Lord, neither fear ye the people of the land, for they are bread for us, and their defence is departed from them, and the Lord is with us. Fear them not. That's actually quite a powerful passage. How often does God call us to things that we feel is beyond our abilities? And we start panicking about the things that he's promised us. I had to read the same thing from the NIV. It really is quite a thought-provoking passage, actually. How often does God give us good things and we throw them back in his face because it comes with a challenge? The Lord said to Moses, Send some men to explore the land of Canaan, which I am giving to the Israelites. From each ancestral tribe send one of its leaders. So the Lord's command, Moses sent them out from the desert of Paran. All of them were the leaders of the Israelites. These are their names. From the tribe of Reuben, Shammah, son of Zachar. From the tribe of Simeon, Shaphat, son of Hori. From the tribe of Judah, Caleb, son of Jephunneh. From the tribe of Issachar, Igal, son of Joseph. From the tribe of Ephraim, Hosea, son of Nun. From the tribe of Benjamin, Palti, son of Raphu. From the tribe of Zebulun, Gadiel, son of Sodi. From the tribe of Manasseh, a tribe of Joseph, Gadi, son of Suzi. From the tribe of Dan, Amiel, son of Gemali. From the tribe of Asher, Sethur, son of Michael. From the tribe of Naphtali, Nabi, son of Vophsi. From the tribe of Gad, Gul, son of Maki. These are the names of the men Moses sent to explore the land. Moses gave Hoshea, son of Nun, the name Joshua. When Moses sent them to explore Canaan, he said, Go up through the Negev and on into the hill country. See what the land is like, and whether the people who live there are strong or weak, few or many. What kind of land do they live in? Is it good or bad? What kind of towns do they live in? Are they unwalled or fortified? How is the soil? Is it fertile or poor? Are there trees on it or not? Do your best to bring back some of the fruit of the land. It was a season for the first ripe grapes. And so they went up and explored the land from the desert of Zin as far as Rehob, towards Lebo Hamath. They went up through the Negev and came to Hebron, where Ahamini, Sheshai, and Talmai, the descendants of Anak, lived. Hebron had been built 7 years before Zoan in Egypt. When they reached the valley of Eshcol, they cut off a branch bearing a single cluster of grapes. 2 of them carried it on a pole between them, along with some pomegranates and figs. That place was called the Valley of Eshcol because of the cluster of grapes the Israelites cut off there. At the end of 40 days they returned from exploring the land. They came back to Moses and Aaron and the whole Israelite community at Kadesh in the desert of Paran. There they reported to them and to the whole assembly and showed them the fruit of the land. They gave Moses this account: We went into the land to which you sent us, and it does flow with milk and honey. Here is its fruit. But the people who live there are powerful, and the cities are fortified and very large. We even saw descendants of Anak there. The Amalekites live in the Negev. The Hittites, Jebusites, and Amorites live in the hill country. The Canaanites live near the sea and along the Jordan. Then Caleb silenced the people before Moses and said, We should go up and take possession of the land, for we can certainly do it. But the men who'd gone up with him said, We can't attack those people. They are stronger than we are. And they spread among the Israelites a bad report about the land they'd explored. They said, The land we explored devours those living in it. All the people we saw there were of great size. We saw the Nephilim there, the descendants of Anak, come from the Nephilim. We seemed like grasshoppers in our own eyes, and we looked the same to them. That night all the people of the community raised their voices and wept aloud. All the Israelites grumbled against Moses and Aaron, and the whole assembly said to them, If only we had died in Egypt, or in this desert. Why is the Lord bringing us to this land only to let us fall by the sword? Our wives and children will be taken as plunder. Wouldn't it be better for us to go back to Egypt? And they said to each other, We should choose a leader and go back to Egypt. Then Moses and Aaron fell face down in front of the whole Israelite assembly gathered there. Joshua son of Nun and Caleb son of Jephunneh, who were among those who had explored the land, tore their clothes and said to the entire Israelite community, The land we passed through and explored is exceedingly good. If the Lord is pleased with us, he will lead us into that land, a land flowing with milk and honey, and will give it to us. Only do not rebel against the Lord, and do not be afraid of the people of the land, because we will swallow them up. Their protection is gone, but the Lord is with us. Do not be afraid of them. And finally, the same passage again in the Message. I get to read those names again. We'll just call it practice. God spoke to Moses, Send men to scout out the country of Canaan that I am giving to the people of Israel. Send 1 man from each ancestral tribe, each one a tried and true leader in the tribe. So Moses sent them off from the wilderness of Paran at the command of God. All of them were leaders in Israel, 1 from each tribe. These were their names. From Reuben, Shammua son of Zachar. From Simeon, Shaphat son of Hori. From Judah, Caleb son of Jephunneh. From Issachar, Igal son of Joseph. From Ephraim, Hoshea son of Nun. From Benjamin, Palti son of Raphu. From Zebulun, Gadiel son of Sodi. From Manasseh, a Joseph tribe, Gadi son of Susi. From Dan, Amiel son of Gemali. From Asher, Sethur, son of Michael. From Naphtali, Nabi, son of Phosbi. From Gad, Gael, son of Maki. These are the names of the men Moses sent to scout out the land. Moses gave Hoshea, salvation, son of Nun, a new name. Joshua, God saves. When Moses sent off to scout, I was actually wondering what the name change was about. When Moses sent them off to scout out Canaan, he said, "Go up through the Negev and then into the hill country. Look the land over, see what it's like. Assess the people. Are they strong or weak? Are there few or many? Observe the land. Is it pleasant or harsh? Describe the towns where they live. Are they open camps or fortified with walls? And the soil, is it fertile or barren? Are there forests? And try to bring back a sample of the produce that grows there. This is a season for the first ripe grapes." With that, they were on their way. They scouted out the land from the wilderness of Zin as far as Rehob, through Lebo Hamath. Their routes went through the Negev desert to the town of Hebron. Ahiman, Sheshai, and Talmai, descendants of the great Anak, lived there. Hebron had been built 7 years before Zoan in Egypt. When they arrived at the Eshcol Valley, they cut off a branch with a single cluster of grapes. It took 2 men to carry it slung on a pole. They also picked some pomegranates and figs. They named the place Eshcol Valley, Grape Cluster Valley, because of the huge cluster of grapes they'd cut down there. After 40 days of scouting out the land, they returned home. They presented themselves before Moses and Aaron and the whole congregation of the people of Israel in the wilderness of Paran at Kadesh. They reported to the whole congregation and showed them the fruit of the land. Then they told them the story of their trip. "We went to the land to which you sent us, and oh, it does flow with milk and honey. Just look at this fruit. The only thing is that the people who live there are fierce. Their cities are huge and well fortified. Worse yet, we saw descendants of the giant Anak. Amalekites are spread out in the Negev. Hittites, Jebusites, and Amorites hold the hill country, and the Canaanites are established on the Mediterranean Sea and along the Jordan." Caleb interrupted, called for silence before Moses and said, "Let's go up and take the land now. We can do it." But the others said, "We can't attack these people. They're way stronger than we are." They spread scary rumours among the people of Israel. They said, "We scouted out the land from one end to the other. It's a land that swallows people whole. Everybody we saw was huge. Why, we even saw the Nephilim giants. The Anak giants come from the Nephilim. Among them we felt like grasshoppers, and they looked down on us as if we were grasshoppers." The whole community was in an uproar, wailing all night long. All the people of Israel grumbled against Moses and Aaron. The entire community was in on it. Why didn't we die in Egypt or in this wilderness? Why has God brought us up to this country to kill us? Our wives and children are about to become plunder. Why don't we just head back to Egypt, and right now? Soon they were all saying to one another, "Let's pick a new leader. Let's head back to Egypt." Moses and Aaron fell on their faces in front of the entire community, gathered in emergency session. Joshua, son of Nun, and Caleb, son of Jephunneh, members of the scouting party, ripped their clothes and addressed the assembled people of Israel. "The land we walked through and scouted out is a very good land, very good indeed. If God is pleased with us, He will lead us into that land, a land that flows, as they say, with milk and honey, and He will give it to us. Just don't rebel against God, and don't be afraid of these people. Why, we'll have them for lunch. They have no protection, and God is on our side. Don't be afraid of them." It's a really thought-provoking passage. How often has God promised us good things? And we go through struggles in life, we go through the wilderness, and then when we finally come to these good things that God has promised us, we look at them and we get scared, because maybe there's a challenge involved. Maybe there's some hard work that needs to be put in, or maybe we doubt our own abilities and we think, "I can't do that." But we should have courage and believe that if God has called us to something, if God has given us something good, He will make the way. He will fight our battles for us, and He will make the way. It's a really, really powerful thought right there. Take care, and I'll see you again in the video soon.